Hello.
Hi, is that Shitesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, it's Suruchi from Oracle.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, we had a telephonic discussion schedule now. Shall we go ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Shitesh, so can you briefly introduce yourself and tell me the technologies that you work on?
Yeah, I have around 11 years of experience in various Java technologies like Core Java, JSP servlets, JSF, web services, Java Spring, Threads, Spring, Liferay, Magnolia, then RESTful web services, HTML, JavaScript, jQuery. Yeah, all these things I have worked with till now.
Okay. How about JavaScript?
Yeah, JavaScript also I worked in. In one project I have worked around 1.5 years in JavaScript technologies like Dojo, jQuery, normal JavaScript, HTML,
Okay.
CSS. Yeah.
So, do you, have any exposure to, the object-oriented JavaScript library?
No. Angular and all I didn't work. Just now I am starting that Angular 4, but I didn't have any experience.
Okay. Can you tell me why are strings immutable in Java?
Yeah, because of some network operations or some it cannot be modified while it is passing through network or through RMI or something like that. So the value cannot be changed.
Any other reason?
There are several reasons, but I forgot that. If I read only, I remember. There are several reasons for that. Also, it will be much faster. It will be stored in string pool, so that when again that string is created, then it will look into that pool.
Right.
Instead of creating a new string.
So how about other, wrapper classes? Are they also immutable?
Yeah, there are some classes which are immutable in Java.
Like, okay, string is immutable.
Yeah,
Do you think integer is immutable?
I think integer is also immutable because we don't have any setter method. But I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure.
Okay. Can we overload a main method?
Public static void main, right?
Yeah.
We can have different main method, but it will not work only string that one argument public static void main only will work.
Yeah. So, but can we overload it?
Overload in the sense, in the same class can we create one more main method with different parameters?
Right.
Yeah, we can do that, but it will not work.
Not work as in will it give a compilation error or it will not execute or your class will not execute?
I think it will have some compilation error if we are having all public static void main.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is static in Java?
Static means it is before creation of the object itself, those variables will be initialized. We can have static variable, static method. Also static class also we can have inside one class.
What is the benefit of having a static class?
In that builder pattern, I think we are using that static class inside one class, so that we don't need to instantiate that.
Yeah, but why would I want to, so let's say I make a class final. Do I have to make it static as well?
Not required.
Can I make an object of the final class?
Yeah, you can make an object of the final class, but you cannot override the final class. Means you cannot extend.
So what is the benefit that I get by making a class final, which I'll not get by making it static? When I make it final, can I change anything?
Yeah, because in JSF framework, that servlet is a final class. We cannot change that that JSF, that filter class, that servlet class which we are configuring the XML is a final class. We cannot modify any of those methods or we cannot override those things.
Okay.
So to prevent that only, to prevent the inheritance, they are making it as final.
We can inherit it still, right? We can add on properties.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what I'm asking is, what is the difference when I say I will have static class and a final class?
Oh, difference between static and final.
Okay.
Static class means without the creating the object, we can access the class. Whereas the final, once it is object is created, we cannot modify that.
Okay, but static you can modify, right?
Static, yeah, we can modify.
Is static thread safe?
No, it's not thread safe.
How do you make it thread safe?
We can put it in some synchronized block.
Okay. So you have static synchronized block, right?
Yeah.
Is there any other way to do it?
Other way? Don't know. There are many ways in Java, but right now I don't know.
Okay. What design patterns have you used?
I have used the singleton pattern long back.
Okay.
Then this builder pattern I have used. Then factory patterns also I have used.
Okay. What is a builder pattern? Can you explain that? The concept.
The thing is that when all the variables in that class, we don't need to initialize or we don't need to pass the value or set the value for the variable. In that case, we can create a builder class to set the values and create the instance of that.
How is it different from a factory pattern?
Factory pattern is we are just based on our input parameter, it will create the if there is a superclass, it will instantiate the subclasses based on the parameter that we pass to the factory method.
So, in which case will you use the builder pattern? Can you give me a use case?
Recently, in our one scheduler is there, okay, job scheduler. In that, we are using the job builder. We are passing some parameter and we are running that scheduler because we have multiple scheduler.
Okay.
So that scenario we have used that builder pattern. For some scheduler we want to pass some parameter, some builder we need to pass different parameters. So we are using the builder pattern in that case.
Can I not use threads for this purpose?
Thread.
Yeah.
Thread can also use, but I have read somewhere in Joshua Bloss book or somewhere we should not use thread to run jobs or something like that. I'm not sure. I didn't use thread, but some people prefer thread, but some people don't.
Do you know what is the advantage or disadvantage of thread?
Thread, thread means it can not simultaneously, based on the JVM and based on the OS, it can run multiple tasks at the same time. It can cause some deadlock if there are also, it will be slow down. That is what I understood.
So if we use threads, it will be slower than if we do it serially, is it?
Yeah.
Parallel processing is slower than serial processing, is it?
Correct.
So why do we go for parallel processing ever? I mean, why do we have
processing? We need hardware also, like the multi-core processor, so that we can achieve the parallelism.
Let's say, nowadays all your networks run on multi-core processors, right? More than one chips are there, right? You have more cores.
Yeah.
So in this case, assuming the hardware is the same, I mean, what is faster, parallel processing or serial processing?
Hardware is same.
Yeah.
In that case, parallel may be faster. We need to look into that properly. What is the hardware settings and all. Also, it depends on the how many number of parallel process we are executing. Based on that.
See, let's say there are 4 parallel processes and 1 serial process. So I have a set of jobs, like you said in your scheduler.
Okay.
So serial execution, I can only run those jobs one by one. And say the job takes about 10 minutes. So the end of it, I am executing a job in 40 minutes if I go with serial, right?
Yeah. No,
in
parallel process will be faster.
So in which case will parallel be slower than serial?
If the number of jobs are more, which that this hardware cannot handle.
Yeah, even then, let's say my hardware can only handle 2 jobs at a time, right? Doing 2 parallel, then 2 parallel, which is still 20 minutes. Serial is which is still parallel is faster.
Parallel is faster, yeah.
Right? So, you tell me a case where you would choose serial processing over parallel processing. Given the hardware is same, I mean the hardware has capacity for running both.
Okay. No, the case is that if we are having more than 4 jobs to run, in that case we will go for serial processing. If there are
even then, let's say you have 10 jobs. Serial will take 100 minutes, right? Parallel you can do 2 or 4, you can do batches, right?
Yeah, correct.
Even then parallel will be faster.
Yeah, I think parallel will be faster. Yeah.
So, you work in collections in Java?
Yeah.
What all collections have you used?
No, normally we are using linked list, hash map, hash set. Or if there are any
concurrent hash map?
Yeah, I heard about concurrent hash map.
So what is the difference between a concurrent hash map and a hash table?
In hash table, all the methods are synchronized, but in concurrent hash map, methods are not synchronized, only the particular sections are synchronized.
What do you mean by particular section?
I have seen that code also some days back to see what is that. There is some in the jar file I have seen that code also recently. So in that they are not making the entire method as synchronized. One block they are making as synchronized.
Which block?
Yeah, there is one object also inside that. I forgot the name of the object. Based
how does it work? Internally. Let's say you're saying. Yeah.
Internally, the thing is that getter methods are not at all synchronized, so it will be much faster. Okay, like hash map. Whereas setter methods, they are synchronizing only the place which require the synchronization. There is entry key value is there, right? Only when we are setting that, we are making it as synchronized only in that particular part of the code, not in the entire method.
So while I am writing to a concurrent hash map, the entire map gets locked, is it?
No, entire will not be locked. Only that part will be locked.
How do I make parts in a concurrent hash map?
Yeah, that is not actually. I saw that code to some days back, but right now I don't remember.
Okay, let's say you have two threads,
Mm-hmm.
and both are trying to update a value in a concurrent hash map.
Okay.
What will happen simultaneously? This is like two threads.
So first thread will try to set until that it won't block the entire method. Only the part of it will be blocked for setting.
Yeah. So it's the same thread, right? Same value, but the threads are trying to update.
Okay.
So what happens?
Once the first is completed, next will occur that block and it will update.
So this is concurrent execution.
Okay.
Then what will happen?
Same key is same, you are saying?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying same key is bad, but it's also tried to update the same key from two threads at exactly the same time.
Yeah,
There is
correct.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
The same.
No, I'm not sure how internally exactly it will do. I think it will first enter into that synchronized block and it will set the value, and then the next thread will enter, second one will enter that block.
Can we have a nested try-catch block?
Yeah.
Can I have a try-catch within the finally block?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say I have a try-catch in finally block. Okay?
Try-catch in finally, okay.
Yeah. So in the try block, an exception is thrown which we are catching in the catch block.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the method in which this try-catch finally is there, it returns an integer value. Okay?
Method in which the first is try-catch, right?
No, there's only one try-catch.
One try-catch is there and finally is there. Okay.
Yeah. And this is method A. Method A returns an int.
Okay.
Okay. Now in try block, I have some code which throws some exception which I'm catching in the catch block, and from catch block I return 5.
Okay.
Okay. And in the finally block, I have a return 20.
Okay.
What value will the caller get?
In the method what we are returning, a method,
Yeah.
that is that returning something, that method, or only the return statement is in the catch block and finally block?
No, method returns something, but the return statement is in catch block as well as finally block.
Okay. So the finally block will be the block that is last executed in that case.
That is true, but when the the likely chance that return 5 is executed, what happens?
It will, if there is an exception, it won't it will return the default value of that.
Yeah, let's say it's 5 only. Default is 5.
Then it will return 5.
But then what happens when the finally return gets executed?
Because I didn't write anything in finally yet. I need to try what will happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You are aware of web services?
Yeah, recently I was working in RESTful web service.
Okay, what are the methods in RESTful web service?
Method means I am using that Spring, so we can write any method of our own choice. You are saying get, put, post or something like that, right?
Yeah, specific methods that are there.
Get, put, post, delete, all these things. But in our case what we are using is @REST web service. So we can write our own method which returns the JSON or which accepts JSON.
that is your REST endpoint you are talking about, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I am talking about HTTP message.
Yeah,
HTTP message, can you write it on your own?
We are not writing get to put to post in that RESTful web service.
Yeah, so you cannot write that. Like, let's say you have an API endpoint, right?
Yeah.
What HTTP method do you use to talk to that endpoint?
In the sense, if we want to retrieve something, we will use get.
Okay.
If we want to save something, we are using the post.
When do you use put?
Put. I haven't used, so I have read those theory, but I don't remember now. Mostly we use get and post. There is put, delete and all are there.
Okay.
But I haven't used yet in my project.
Okay. You use jQuery, right? You mentioned.
Yeah, correct.
jQuery has a selector for ID, right?
jQuery also?
jQuery has a element selector for
yeah,
right?
ID. Yeah, correct.
What is that?
No, ID is div ID if you want a div ID or input text ID, whatever.
Let's say when we give with an ID, what jQuery statement will I give to select this text?
Yeah, we can have $# that ID dot click function if you want to click. Yeah.
So, and you have given, you are aware of document.getElement by ID.
Correct. That will also work.
Which is faster?
That time, I feel always document.getElement by ID will be faster because jQuery is written on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many while and events in jQuery?
How many? Success error.
Yeah. No. Success error are not event binding. Let's say, you have a button clicking. In how many ways you can bind click event?
How many
ways you can bind the click event in jQuery?
Yeah, that ID dot that on click, right? Like that you are saying.
Yeah, like on click. How many other ways are there?
Yeah. Click function you want to execute, right?
Right.
Right now I don't remember that. On click I have used extensively in jQuery for 1.5 years, completely for developing one custom grid application. So I usually Google it and get it and whatever I request, but just now I don't remember that.
Okay. I think I'm done. You have any questions, please?
No. Fine.
Okay. Thank you for your time.